Welcome to Broadway Radical. We're going to talk about Hamilton again? And it's racist? Maybe? And hashtag Tony's so diverse? Aw, geez, run the title card. Okay, so some time has passed on this one, but that's the best time to talk about things because it allows a wider perspective. You may remember the casting call for the Broadway hit Hamilton being a bit of a controversy because it asked for non-white actors. And some people, namely white people, were like, why aren't I included in this? Why is it everything about me? Say? That's how all white people sound. The people who say that you never see a white-only casting call have obviously never seen a Broadway show, or movies, or TV shows, basically, except like The Wire, or a casting call. The Huffington Post article that I'll link to below lays it out pretty well. The mistake, quote unquote, they made with the wording was just saying what they didn't want, as opposed to what they did want, which falls under possible discrimination. But it's the same wording that allows casting calls to say young, attractive female, white, and Chinese restaurant owner, Asian, and thug number 4, African American. But honestly, I don't think it's a mistake, and I don't think the wording should be changed because, dear God, can we let them have anything? A century of white leads in theater and movies and television and books, probably too. And the first time a show really just wants to not be about white people are like, nah, but let's make it about me. Just never mind that the whole point is to paraphrase, portray America then as America now. Just, if you're complaining about the Hamilton casting call, why? Is it because you're disappointed you can't be in it? That you'll never get the chance to be a large role in your favorite show ever? Well, join the club because everybody else has been here for a while. But that's not all I wanted to talk about. This year, in stark contrast to the hashtag Oscars so white thing, we had hashtag Tony's so diverse, which is a different thing. Honestly, it kind of bothered me because the Tonys may have been diverse, but they were also weirdly segregated. What really struck me as I was watching the Tonys was seeing The Color Purple and Hamilton, which were allowed to be, as my white grandmother would call it, ethnic. Then there was She Loves Me, and wow, was that ever a mayonnaise fest. And I think that nails down the problem as I see it. There are certain things we allow non-white people to be in because, wow, we're so progressive, we let a black person be in The Color Purple, wow! But otherwise, it's like, they don't belong. It's like, yeah, the black people weren't invented yet thing. That happens a lot with period pieces. Would it be weird to see Audra McDonald in She Loves Me? Or Brian Stokes Mitchell? Why? Is it because white liberals like to pride themselves on feeling more progressive than they actually are? Is it because when it comes to diversity, being entertained by non-white people in their own culture and letting them integrate are entirely different things? Maybe? Don't get me wrong, the Tonys were super diverse, and that's great. But also, we can't fool ourselves into thinking things are better than they actually are when it comes to race relations just because Hamilton and The Color Purple happened. In fact, race relations are pretty messed up and have been for a while. And Hamilton alone is not going to fix that. And besides, it has its own problems. So, tune in next time, and we'll talk about everything wrong with Hamilton. Holy crap.